So winter is wintering. It's unbelievably cold outside, and I decided to pop into Target to buy some hair stuff. But everywhere I look, it's literally Valentine's Day stuff already. The floor to ceiling is covered in Valentine's Day stuff, even goldfish. I can't get over it, to be honest. Anyway, let me focus on why I came here. Immediately diverted by plants in the middle of Target. My Target's never had plants before, so this is new. I'm making notes and thinking I'll be coming back here, but honestly, I don't want any of the stuff they have, so I guess I'll be good for today and just pass this stuff by. And now over to the real reason why I actually came here. I need to wash my hair and I'm out of products, so I found it easier to just pop in and see what this Target had and decide which products I'm going to use. There's a couple of things I've never tried before, but I've heard good things about, but you know, let's not get crazy. Let's just stick with what we know. And for me, Camille Rose always delivers. So I headed back home, and I'm telling you, it's freezing outside. I don't know if I'm just spoiled because winter wasn't that bad last year, but a cup of tea is exactly what I need to warm up. I'm still obsessed with hibiscus tea. Like hibiscus ginger tea, I have multiple cups a day. I can't stop drinking it. I hope it's not bad for me in any way. And while I was drinking my tea, it started snowing. And given that it's so yucky outside, I will definitely wash my hair ASAP. So I've got it parted, and I've got some flaxseed gel actually in the hair to soften it before I wash it and make life easier. And then I'm just going to jump in the shower and give it a wash. I can't believe it's actually snowing. Kids are going to be so thrilled when they get home. Anyway, I decided to wash my hair because that's my favorite snowy day activity, which I know sounds weird, but people with curly hair will understand. Hair washing takes me ages, and having a whole day at home with just proper cozy vibes, my hair freshly washed, and I'm cuddled up in a blanket, it just sounds heavenly to me. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I actually have this entire week off work without the kids, and the kids are in school. My husband's at work. It's just me in the house. It's a homebody's dream come true. So I'm going to be using this week to just kind of really set my plants up for success and, you know, just take care of myself and, you know, feel a bit happy. So I go back to work with, you know, renewed and completely reinvigorated. So that's what I'm doing. Lots of cozy day activities this week. I was thinking for lunch, I will have avocado toast, which isn't really cold weather food. That's weird, but I'll probably make a soup or something like that for dinner, something warming. Maybe some tomato soup or something. So, but yeah, I'll do avocado toast for lunch because I still have some dough left over from when I made bread. So I'm thinking I'm gonna put the dough out to rise so I can bake it I'll pop it in the oven as soon as I'm done washing my hair, and then I'll be ready to make lunch. So I'm gonna grab the dough and get it out of the oven now. Okay, so I'm just kneading the dough a little bit. I added a tiny bit of flour so it wouldn't stick to the counter, and I'm giving it a bit of a knead. This is the last of it. I'm surprised that we even have any left. Usually when I make bread, it gets eaten just like that. You know, if I had time, honestly, I would just always make bread and never bother buying any because it's so easy. Just flour, water, yeast. And this recipe doesn't really need much kneading. It's just boom, boom, boom. Super easy. Anyone can do it. So, yeah. That's it. This is my loaf. I'm going to leave it out here now for an hour or so to kind of rise, and I'm gonna go finish washing my hair. Okay, so I washed my hair. I finished washing my hair. That took ages. And I don't know if you can see, but there's this ridiculous white residue all over it. I must have done something wrong. I used a new leave-in conditioner, different from what I'm used to. Anybody who doesn't have curly natural hair probably has no idea what I'm banging on about. But when you wash kinky hair like this and you put in the products to hold the curl, like the gel and the leave-in conditioner, sometimes products can interact funnily and leave you with a white residue. Anyway, I tried a new leave-in conditioner and it has not worked out for me. Instead, I'm looking kind of like Storm from X-Men. There's just like white streaks everywhere in my hair. But I like the curls. I think it's kind of cute. So, and I honestly, it took ages. I'm really not willing to wash it again just to get rid of that. So I think I'm gonna walk around with like hair that has white flecks in it, and just if anyone asks me, I'll just pretend it's gray hair or something. I don't know. Anyway, this is, if you see white bits all over my hair, yeah, I don't have flaking, I don't have dandruff, it's nothing crazy. It's the product that has reacted and left me looking like a skunk. So be it. Anyway, skunk or not, I thought it'd be nice to do some chores. Let's do some plant chores. I think all the anthuriums need water. These guys. All these need water. The queen always needs water, doesn't she? She's actually doing super duper well. Like, look at her. Let me show you. Honestly, I am so proud of her. She's like, oh, she needs water, but she always needs water. What's new? She took I think the plastic wrap is helping. I can't tell. I think the pole is definitely staying more moist, but it does need water right now. So, it can only do so much. But look at this leaf. It's still soft, by the way. Like, it's still doing its thing. And it's not perfect. There are some holes. But I tell you, for like living in 20% humidity, I'm really proud of her. She's doing really well. So I'm going to pop her in the shower and water her. For me, the trick to having this one be okay in ambient humidity is to make sure she gets a shower at least once a week. If I was being diligent, I would shower her 2 or 3 times a week, like every time I water her. But, I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. Here's her cousin, Warocqueanum esmeralda. This leaf has hardened off, so this is as big as this one's going to get. She also needs some water. And honestly, she's filling out this pot nicely. I don't think she needs a repot. I do think a moss pole is in order because all these roots have nowhere to grow into. So that's my bad. A pot extender or a moss pole. Actually, I do have a couple of pot extenders. I could extend them. Not today. I'm gonna give her some water. Let's just start there with water. I watered this one yesterday. This is Philodendron Spiritus Sancti ex Patriciae. I watered it yesterday, so it does not need water. Look at the newest leaf. It's a long boy. This guy was attaching to the pole really well, but I sort of fell off on my care and now it's kind of sliding off, so I need to try to maybe tighten this and see. I'm trying to keep on top of this so that it can go back to attaching properly to my pole. Yeah. Good luck to me. But I'm not going to water this one. This one's fine. I'm just moving it so I can get to the rest. This this is the most ridiculous, pitiful thing you've ever seen, right? I basically allowed this to expire. Look at all these. It was behind a bunch of plants. I completely forgot about it. And then I found it last week and dumped a cup of water into it. And look at this. Look at these new growths. Oxalis is the craziest. It's just such a weed. All it does is grow. So ordinarily you would say, in line with my new ethos, I should get rid of it because obviously, did I care enough about it to keep it? But this plant is actually the perfect size to sit on the cabinet under the TV because no matter how big oxalis gets, it spreads, it doesn't grow high. So when I finish arranging everything how I really want it to, I have a vision of this oxalis sitting in a big, wide, beautiful bowl under the TV. So I'm not going to get rid of it. I will water it thoroughly. I'm going to put it in the shower now. And then I'm going to trim off all this nasty stuff. And yeah, I don't know. It's probably going to want a repot at some point, but I'm not going to do that until the weather is a lot warmer. Just because I think the roots are fine. It's just finicky. So let's just do the basics of getting this guy healthy again. Let's chop off all of this dried up nonsense. Let's water and fertilize it. And let's stay on top of it. Let's not forget it. Maybe I'll pull it out from where it is so that I can actually see it and remember to water it. So yeah, I think that's what we'll do with this guy. My treatment of this plant is honestly horrific. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to water it, but it does need desperately a repot. This is the soil it came in. It's crazy. Nothing else that I bought at this time is still in that. I am planning to move this plant. What is this? My plan is to move this plant to my office when I go back to work on the 13th. There is no place for it out here. So actually I probably should try to repot this really soon just to get it acclimated. And then I think I'm going to keep it on my desk at work. I think this is a really good office plant because it's shown me just how hardy it is. I just completely ignore it here. But I don't really want it here. I don't know, it doesn't excite me. There are other more exciting long boys like the Spiritus Sancti ex Patricia, and I even have a tiny baby Spiritus Sancti. So where are all these things gonna go? So I'm gonna water this one, and then I'll probably repot it soon. Okay, so those are in the shower, getting some water. Also, I just want to show you my baby girl. I just watered her. I mean, how ridiculous is she, right? It's crazy. She's huge. Anyway, even though it's frigid outside, like freezing, it's gorgeous. So I'm gonna brave the cold and head out to Radio Bakery, see what all the fuss is about. The lines are always crazy. But listen, I'm thinking maybe the cold has discouraged people from heading out there. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll get lucky. Anyway, I'm gonna head out now. What do you know? My theory ended up being spot on. There was no line in Radio Bakery. I have never seen this place so empty. I got my stuff, my goodies, and took a coffee as well because, why go all the way and not grab coffee? And then just came back home to open everything up and see what's inside. I love smoked salmon, but with this sandwich, it's the focaccia. It's just ridiculously good. It's greasy, so you can't eat it often, but oh my gosh, every so often, it's just absolutely worth it. Oh, it's gorgeous. So I'm just having a bit of a bad day. I got some bad news. I went downstairs to get the mail and there was plant mail. So I'm going to open it to cheer myself up and believe that the Green Escape knew I was feeling down and they sent me something to cheer me up. They didn't, but that's what I'm pretending. So I bought these before Christmas, by the way, and they've only just arrived, which is understandable with the holidays, but I had forgotten that I had even ordered them, so it's a nice surprise. So this one is a Hoya linearis, but it's a 2-inch Hoya linearis. I like about the Green Escape is the plants are also tiny and cute. I don't know what a 2-inch Hoya linearis would look like. Let's see. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Is this the cutest thing you've ever seen in your life or what? Oh, wait, she's so cute. I actually feel better already just looking at this. This is adorable. So a Hoya linearis. It's so tiny. Next is, oh, I don't know what this is. Oh, wait, no, here it is. Black Jewel. So the Hoya linearis, these plants, I ordered them. I know I'm not supposed to be buying loads of plants, but the whole idea is to style them intentionally. And the plant shelf in my bedroom is really gappy. So I wanted some things that I could put kind of in between all the anthuriums just to fill the shelf out a bit and make it look a bit more luscious. So this is one that I'm going to try in there, although I don't really know just how much light this needs. I should look into it because the light situation in there isn't great. This is a black jewel orchid, Ludicea discolor var nigricans. So I saw this and it looked so pretty on the Green Escape website, and I thought it would be perfect for a setup that I don't have yet. So I'm going to be hopefully getting a coffee table soon, and I have a plant pot that's like perfectly kind of flat. Let me show it to you. So it's this pot. You see how perfectly shaped it is, and right now this anthurium is sitting in it, which makes no sense, right? It's silly looking. So I'm going to take it out of this pot. I'm going to be giving it a real pot, but I'm hoping to grow this in that pot and then put it on a coffee table here in the living room because we don't have a coffee table. So hopefully I'll get one soon, and that's how I'm going to style it. Of course, this would need to grow first. It's so tiny. I have heard these are pretty easy, so I'm hoping I'm hoping that it does well in here. And last but not least, the more typical. So this is also a jewel orchid, Ludicea discolor. Look, I'm sorry, but how gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. Look at this. Look at this. She's beautiful. These do well in some lower type of light, so I think it's going to be perfect for that shelf in my bedroom, and hopefully as it grows I can propagate it and kind of pop them all over the shelf, you know, kind of have quite a few of them going. I'm hoping. So there she is. These, my friends, are the totality of my haul. So yeah, hopefully you'll get to see these grow in my space, and maybe I'll remove some to balance this out. You don't know, maybe I'll remove some, but this is where we are, and I'm going to be putting these in the bedroom. I'm looking forward to showing you how they grow in this space. Anyway, I'm just going to go relax because, like I said, I'm not having the best of days, so I'll be back in a bit. Happy Tuesday. It's the day before Lunar New Year, so I've been just cleaning the house, trying to get everything ready, trying to get it as clean as I can. And part of that is cleaning, giving all the plants a shower, getting all the dust off them. I still have a ton to do before midnight, but you know, I thought I would just show you what I've been up to. It's been a funny old winter so far. I'm going through a bit of a hard time lately at work, and so I'm not sure if you can tell. I probably come across a little bit sadder than usual in this video, but you know, as my mom would say, all things work out in the end, don't they? So, you know, even though I'm not feeling so happy right now, I think my favorite way to cheer myself up is through plant chores. So I'll do some watering. That always makes me feel better. Something about new beginnings and washing away the old. That feels really, really good. The Queen Anthurium and the Anthurium Warocqueanum Esmeralda are in the shower at the moment, getting cleaned up. So I'm going to bring them back in here and then take some more plants out to water. I'm so impressed with the Queen. She's holding up okay. You know, horrible winter and all. So we'll see. I wonder when next she'll produce a leaf and what it will look like. But you know, in the meantime, she's doing okay actually. Let's water this guy. This plant honestly just needs a self-watering pot. I don't know why I keep torturing myself. And this one, which I always forget. So while those guys are in the shower, what I wanted to do today was to declutter some of the plants in the corner of my room, but I have to go to an event tonight, so there's not really enough time to do it. Maybe I'll do it tonight when I get back. Just, you know, go through there, because I do think, like, in the spirit of cleaning everything out, it would be good to just get that part done. So yeah, maybe I'll clean everything out tonight when I get back. Let me show you what the corner looks like right now, just so you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so there's this Anthurium radicans ex luxurians, which honestly is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It is growing a little bit, I don't know, the stem is out of the pot, but there's nothing I can do about that. So I think this one is okay. It has had a repot not that long ago. I don't think this needs too much from me. And then there's this, which is my Forgetii, Clarinarium ex Forgetii, which I love this plant, but first of all, there's nothing thirstier. This is a real thirsty plant. I might try to move the light a little bit further up to see if that helps reduce the thirst level. I need to water this. I'm constantly watering it. The pot is full of roots. But I also kind of want to cut off some of these old leaves that look bad now. They've been here for ages, but it just makes the plant difficult to manage and unwieldy. So I'm going to be cutting off some of those old ones. This corner has a couple of random ficuses, which is an odd place to have a ficus, right? Doesn't really make much sense. So yeah, this is the Ficus umbellata. This is my Ficus orderi. I wanted to get rid of this, but my husband and kids seem really attached to it, and they don't want me to get rid of it. But I just can't stand the way it looks. I think it looks really weird. So I don't really know what to do about that. I am thinking about it, I guess. I'll clean it up tomorrow and then decide. Right beside it is this Ficus orderi. This I need to clean up, cut off all these dried bits. It's crazy dry in there. Give it a really deep watering, and it's been burned by the toaster oven. It's just in the wrong place. So I am thinking about moving this one to the bedroom, where I'm sure it will drop a bunch of leaves, as these love to do. Yeah. And then there is a philodendron down here. I can't remember what it's called. Can you see it? I propagated it recently, and the prop is growing. There are roots growing, so I need to pot them all up on this pole, water it. Yeah, there's a lot to do in this corner. Maybe I'll do it tonight.